Welcome to the .NET interview community. I'm your host Nirbhay Chauhan, a developer, author, and a trainer passionate about leveling up the skills. Whether you are gearing up for an interview or simply want to deepen your understanding of the .NET technologies, you have come to the right place. I have authored several interview preparation books which are available on Amazon, and the links of these books are given below in the description box. So let's dive into today's question and see how we can tackle it together. So friends, our today's question is explain the CLR, that is Common Language Runtime in .NET Framework. Let's understand about the CLR in .NET Framework. The CLR stands for the acronym of Common Language Runtime. It is an execution engine at the heart of the .NET Framework, and it's responsible for managing the execution of all .NET applications regardless of the programming language in which they are written. So, in essence, we can say that the CLR acts as a virtual machine that provides a safe and efficient environment for the execution .NET application. It abstracts away many low-level details of the machine level or the kernel level details, how the network communication happens or the machine level communication happen, and allow the developer to focus on writing the application logic that's related to the business logic rather than worrying about any low level concerns such as memory management, thread management, securities, or any other things. So this is about the CLR. Now let's understand the key roles of the CLR. What all are the key roles of the CLR? The CLR, first basic functionality of the CLR is an intermediate language execution. This means that when the .NET application or the framework was being designed, it was kept in the mind of the creators that whatever the application .NET application is going to be built out of this should be able to run on any machine. So how this can be achieved is to create an intermediate language, and that intermediate language will be used by the common language runtime, and that will take care of the execution. So whenever a developer writes a program in C# or VB.NET or any other language, with the help of .NET compiler, if it's compiled, then the output that the developer will get is MSIL, that is Microsoft Intermediate Language. And when they take that MSIL to any of the Windows application where the .NET runtime is installed, over there the output of that application will be same, because it .NET runtime responsibility to make that execution uniform across the different Windows platform. So that's the main role of MSIL and intermediate language execution. So let's understand one more time. When a developer compiles code written in .NET language, it's not directly translated into machine level language that is specific to the processor or the kernel, but instead it's compiled into a intermediate language, and that intermediate language is being translated to the machine level language or the code which will be understood by the processor, and it will be executed on that machine. So IL, the intermediate language, is a platform independent set of instructions that are understood by the common language runtime. So also over here, one more important thing that come into picture is JIT, that is just in time compilation. So as we know that when we compile a .NET application, we compile everything and everything is available in MSIL, but that MSIL is being compiled again into a machine level language for the machine to understand. But over here, the CLR takes the responsibility of not translating everything into machine code. Reason being, when a code is being called or whenever it is required, it is being translated to the machine level code and then the execution happens. To understand in a better way, we can say that let's take an example of an desktop application where we have multiple forms. For example, like customer registration, then customer check-in, then customer checkout. For simplicity's sake, we'll take three forms, right? Let's say we just focus on check-in and checkout, and we didn't require any instance of customer registration for a duration of day or so. So in this duration, the CLR will never load the code for the customer registration form into the memory. It will be there, but it will not be in available to the processor or machine level code. So once anyone comes and perform the customer registration, at that time the just-in-time compilation will happen and it will translate the customer registration form and make it available to the machine code. So that's the importance of the JIT compilation. It's help into the performance improvement and also into the memory management. Next key role of the CLR is the thread management. The CLR provides support for multi-threading, allowing application to execute multiple tasks concurrently. It manages the creation and synchronization of thread. The next is memory management and security. As we earlier discussed that intermediate language is being execution is being taken care by the CLR, so most of the things are taken care in that first definition itself, first explanation. Now for the memory management, yes, there is an important role of the garbage collection that happens automatically by the CLR. The CLR automatically manage memory allocation and delocation. It tracks the objects that are no longer being used by any program or by your program. Periodically, the garbage collector reclaims the memory used by these unused objects and preventing the memory leak, which is also a security aspect. The CLR efficiently allocates the memory to your application object. So this is how the CLR does the memory allocation and memory management. The next is security. The CLR implements the security feature to protect application from the malicious code. It enforces code access security, which restricts the action that code can perform based on its origin and other factors. The next role of the CLR is type safety and exception handling. By the type safety mean we that the CLR ensures the type safety, meaning variable can only hold values of their declared type, and this type safety is being taken care by the CLR with the help of CTS library, that is Common Type System Library. This helps prevent error and improve the overall reliability of the application. The next is exception handling. The CLR provides a robust execution of exception handling mechanism. When an error occurs, the CLR throws an exception which can be caught and handled by our program, and it prevents the unexpected program crash or behavior. So these are the key rules of the CLR and it can be answered or explained in your interview question. Let us know in the comment section which role of the CLR in .NET Framework is most important according to you. So friends, there you have it. I hope you have gained some valuable insight from this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay updated on our latest content. And if you have any questions or want to discuss further, feel free to leave a comment below. Plus, let's connect. Follow me on Medium and LinkedIn for exclusive content. The link is given below in the description box. See you in the next video.